A lot of times when people come to Milford High School, whether it's community members or parents, they are exposed to portions of our building that look exceptional. Really, unless a parent is here for parent-teacher conferences or to meet with a teacher individually, they don't necessarily see the academic portion of the building that places those limitations on the instruction of our teachers.
We've got one air handler that serves the better portion of the 10-12 section of the building. That makes it really hard to get adequate control over that portion of the building. So we're looking at making some upgrades and some renovations to allow us to better control those areas, to do it more efficiently. One of the challenges that we're running into is with some of the equipment that we've got that's 30, 40, 50 years old, is that it's getting hard to even find parts for.
In first period, when they're trying to heat the building, it's pretty well maintained and we all feel pretty comfortable. But after that point, most of us are wearing our coats for the rest of the day. We in this C hallway are excited about to get a climate that's more conducive to learning when students are leaving to go get jackets or complaining that it's cold, or sometimes the temperature switches in just one period and it goes from being extremely hot to extremely cold. It's hard for kids to learn in that environment.
So when I walk into school every day, I leave my winter coat on because it's so cold in my first bell. And then the disparity of my second bell is so extreme that it's equally as uncomfortable, but it's hot. That disparity really affects how I comprehend my learning and how I can focus 100%.
So in world language classrooms, we, as all teachers do, we have to deliver instruction that the students can hear. But there's also a necessary component of interacting with students in a conversational fashion and with students interacting with each other. And our AC units, heating AC unit, they come on randomly and they are very, very loud, and they prevent students that are in that vicinity from being able to hear whatever's happening, whether it's instruction or it's videos or it's other audio materials.
With this new bond issue, we'll be able to put new equipment in there. It'll be easier to maintain. It'll be easier to control. We'll be able to give a good learning environment for our students, a great environment for teachers to be able to teach in and allow them to really do what they're experts at doing.
These new learning spaces could really help me as a teacher, because as one of my courses I teach is AP Capstone, which is a large blended learning course. We have 60 kids in one class. But unfortunately, with the lack of spaces or larger spaces for us to use now, we have to split those students up a lot. So if we could have a nice learning area that we could schedule out from time to time, we could really get the kids together more and do more activities.
Our classroom spaces were really designed for students 30, 40, 50 years ago. We have classrooms that are maxed to capacity in terms of the space in the room. We're trying to fit as many desks as possible in there.
The newer wing, we have tables or like movable chairs and stuff, but in the older wing we have those desks that are attached, and they're really hard to move around and be part of a group when you have this like big desk in front of you, so you can't sit next to someone and really look at what they're doing or be on the same computer to look at what you're working on when you can't move the furniture to accommodate for a group.
We've got classrooms that leak when it rains significantly.
There's one, it's a fairly large section that hasn't been replaced since 1989. So that roof's 30 years old, and it's time for that portion of the roof to be replaced.
There's just a lot of challenges to the instructional space that put those limitations on our teachers. Despite that, our teachers are incredibly talented and do incredible things with our kids. But I think about the possibilities of what they can do with our kids with some redesigned spaces, and it's really, it's exciting. It's what our kids need, it's what our kids deserve. It's not a luxury item. It's not something that, gosh, it'd be really nice to just have an upgraded version of this. We want our young people to go out in the world ready to change the world. And part of that is the environment that they learn in. We want it to be most conducive so that when they come to school, the only thing they need to focus on is to learn and interact with their teachers and peers.